Celtic were heroic for 94 minutes. And even at the end, even for the last 10, 15 minutes, when obviously Bayern are throwing the kitchen sink at it, I thought Bayern looked broken.
So did I.
I didn't think they had the wherewithal within them to come up with anything. And then they get the goal, and it's just the most horrible, scruffy, and again, ill-deserved, even in the final moments, at the crucial kind of point, Schmeichel makes a save, which is
incredible,
just different class. And you think, when he makes that save, Celtic are well set, and defensively they've been so solid. Bayern running out of ideas, Harry Kane going off at half-time. But just football has this habit of, sometimes it can be, the cruelest mistress. And that's going to take a bit of getting over for Celtic fans. But I'll tell you this, I'll give you something to feel a little bit better about. As galling as that is, as much of a gut punch as that was at the end, every Celtic supporter should be walking away from this tonight. And yes, as painful as it might feel for a while, is there any Celtic supporter out there that is now not already looking forward to the next Champions League campaign, where this side goes next, what this side might be capable of achieving and doing? Because that performance there tonight, that was as good as anything I've seen from Celtic in a long, long time. You were trying to quantify what it would mean if Celtic could actually get the win tonight, and I was playing that down a little bit. One, because I probably didn't think it was going to happen, but two, because it's impossible to quantify. But in terms of the level of performance, that is something you can look at and you can examine. I just thought Celtic hardly put a foot wrong at any point in that match. And I'm going 1 to 11, subs that come on, they were to a man bordering on heroic.
Yeah.
You could single it. Who you got to single it? Kasper Schmeichel. How many saves did he make? Absolutely first class. But never at any point did it feel as if he was, getting peppered or.
No, I know.
He was making saves, yes, but he wasn't under a constant barrage. That's what I'm saying. You felt as if Bayern had run out of ideas, run out of steam, run out of desire, even before the end. Yes, they were camped in Celtic's half at that point. Celtic had to give up a bit of territory. But at no point did you feel that they were cutting through, that, Celtic were last-ditch stuff. They were controlled in everything they did tonight. And that was what was so impressive about it. In that arena, against that level of opposition, the control, the composure, the cohesion, everything about that Celtic performance. When they had the ball, they used it superbly. Callum McGregor, I run out of superlatives. Ably assisted in midfield by Arne Engels and Rio Hatate, obviously.
I thought Carter Vickers as well, Keith, was just...
And Alistair Johnson.
Aye.
Look, that's what I'm saying. You can go right through the 11 and say...
Aye, you could.
How excellent Celtic were. And when you get a performance like that, do you know what? I'm sure, because we've all been there, and you know that football's got this twisted sense of humour. So even as the clock's ticking down, there's only seconds left. You're never quite kind of certain of how this ends, and that's football. Guess it's why we love it, but sometimes it can be a hard watch. That was hard tonight. It was just not deserved.
Well, as you've said, I'm sure Celtic fans are absolutely sick to the stomach, but a lot of them are getting in touch. And I should say, if you're watching, please get in touch. Let us know what you thought of Celtic's performance in the Allianz Arena tonight. Let me hit you with a few of these, Keith. I'm sure none of them will be of a surprise to you. John here, what a performance from Celtic away in Europe. So proud of my team tonight. Well done, boys. Outstanding tonight, Celtic deserve to go through, flying the Scottish flag proudly. Unlucky lads. William Sloan points out, could have won it in the first half, but the end is an excellent performance. What about that, Keith? Because Celtic went at half-time 0-0, 3 golden chances in that first half. Yeah,
look, see, if you're being hypercritical, I guess you could look at Dyson Meader and think, if he had that little bit of composure sometimes, and I think he's really improved that part of his game under Brendan Rodgers. I think he's he's added the numbers and added the kind of finishing touches to his play. There's a lot more composure in front of goal. I just wondered if Almeida was sliding in at the back post with his longer levers, he might just get touch on the ball across the face from Engels. Brilliantly worked, by the way. Tremendous bit of football to get themselves into that position. Does Almeida get a toe on that? Who knows? And then, the one where he's caught, he knows that Manuel Neuer is scrambling back to get into position. So I think he's done the right thing by taking the shot on early, but he's just executed it horribly. He's trying to wrap his foot around it, and it kind of comes off his toe a little bit, doesn't it? And he doesn't get the kind of contact that he was requiring. It was probably the right thing to do. I know that people will say take a touch, and in that situation, I think he'd probably take that on again. And I kind of guess, although it is Minder, so you're never entirely sure, but I think more often than not, that one nestles in the top corner. And these are big moments.